Hello everyone, my name is Dimension Master Studios. Welcome back to another episode of How Long Would Blank Go to Jail, the series where I take a look at different Ninjago villains and I determine their sentencing. And on today's video, we are covering another member of the Council of the Crystal King, this time with it being Mr. E slash Mr. F. So let's get into the whole thing. And like I said in some of my previous videos, this is going to be less of an exact amount and more of a general idea as to how long these villains would end up going to jail. And let's begin. The first crime that we can mark Mr.E down for is theft, with it obviously being the theft of the Mask of Vengeance from Cyrus Borg, and this would end up giving him a 15-year sentence. Up next, we have 4 cases of assault and battery, twice against the ninja, once against Zane, and once against the Ninjago Police Department. And since it's 4 years for each, this would end up meaning that Mr.E would end up getting an 8-year sentence because of these. However, on 3 of those occasions, specifically twice against the ninja and once against the police department, Mr.E actually had weapons, with that being his katanas that he used. This would end up resulting in assault with a deadly weapon, which would end up giving him a 33-year sentence for each of these, meaning a 99-year sentence in total. But just for these 3, because remember, when he fought against Zane, he didn't actually have any weapons, so it's just a regular charge for assault and battery. After this, I'm going to be counting Mr.E in the destruction of the Palace of Secrets, which would end up resulting in him getting a terrorism charge, which would end up giving him the death penalty. After this, we have 2 cases of threatening with a deadly weapon, with the first one being the ninja once they were outside of the Oni Temple when Harumi got the Mask of Hatred, and the second time being during the Season 9 premiere. This would end up resulting in a 3-year sentence for both, making it 6 years in total. After this, we then have Cyber Attack with him planting the bug on Zane, and this would end up giving him 20 years. After this, we then have Vehicular Assault, because I'm pretty sure he would end up getting some kind of charge for that, considering the Street Race Snake Jaguar, and that's really the only main situation I can think of when it comes to some kind of vehicle-related crime for him, and this would end up giving Mr.E a 15-year sentence. After this, we then have false imprisonment for the ninja being taken as prisoner during the events of the episode Game of Masks, and this would end up giving him a 1-year sentence. We then have 2 cases of Grand Theft Auto, both of them being the bounty actually, and this is something that I forgot to mention during the Harumi video, but she would also end up getting a Grand Theft Auto charge for the second time the bounty was taken because she was actually there, adding 1 more year onto her sentence, although it doesn't even matter considering Harumi's going to jail for almost 600 years. Again, 1 year isn't going to mean anything major. After this, I'm then going to be marking Mr.E down for attempted murder, considering towards the end of Zane's street race, it definitely seems like Mr.E was intending to try and kill Zane by driving himself and Zane off the cliffs in their motorcycles. So again, I'm pretty sure this would end up counting as attempted murder, which would end up giving Mr.E a 48-year sentence. We then have resisting arrest for fighting against the Ninjago Police Department, and this would end up giving him a 1-year sentence. We then have him taking part in the resurrection of Lord Garmadon, which would end up counting under demonic rituals because cults can actually be considered illegal under certain circumstances, mainly if they get involved in criminal activities, and since the Sons of Garmadon are a cult as well as also a group of criminals, this would end up counting as being illegal. However, I wasn't actually able to find a sentencing for this, just like when I came into Harumi's video. Up next, we have trespassing, both times with it being on the Palace of Secrets actually, and this would end up being a 1-year sentence for both, so 2 years. Finally, we have profiting off of stolen goods, considering his use of the Mask of Vengeance, which he did technically steal, and this would end up giving him a 1-year sentence. So now, let's tally up the results. So, in the end, when it comes to Mr.E, the crimes that he ended up committing were theft, 4 cases of assault and battery, 3 cases of assault with a deadly weapon, terrorism, 2 cases of threatening with a deadly weapon, cyber attack, vehicular assault, false imprisonment, 2 cases of Grand Theft Auto, attempted murder, resisting arrest, demonic rituals, and 2 cases of trespassing and profiting off of stolen goods. That is a grand total of 26 crimes, and as for the sentencing, it is 1 death penalty and 218 years behind bars. That actually gives Mr.E the second lowest sentence I have covered so far, second only to Asphira, who has less than 200 years behind bars. And so that's it. That is going to be the sentencing for Mr.E. And that's all I got for you guys. So tell me down below, what do you guys think? Tell me, which villain would you like me to cover next? And again, tell me down below, and I hope you guys enjoy. Later, guys, this is Dimension Master Studios, signing off.